Hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Look what we're going to make.
Yeah, look.
I'm just going to trim the wick. Whoops. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? Look. How beautiful are these? I'm a bit excited about this,
We
Amanda.
are like ridiculously excited. So let me take you down the counter and show you what is available, because this is what you absolutely need in the basket this morning.
Oh, and I need that cleaning up thing.
You need the cleaning up thing? I don't know where it is. It's on the other table next door. Can somebody, shall I go get it? I haven't even got the microphone.
Right.
Hello.
While you go and get that, Amanda, I'm just going to show everybody this. This, because we've mentioned it. So this is the Blue Ridge tool that we've had on the show. So inside the case, you are just going to open the case. Inside the case, you're going to get a lot of tools. I mean, all of this little lot. And the actual main body, so the main tool is there, and the extension is in here. It's tucked in. It goes underneath there. So it tucks in there to get it all nice and perfectly neat and tidy. Then what you do, you put the bit on that you want to work with, and I'm just going to put this on. So this has got the extension. It's
Swan neck.
Swan neck. It's like a pen. It's absolutely brilliant. Just going to turn that down a little bit. Pop that there. But I've got my resin. I'd use a thicker bit than this to do it. Don't forget you get your goggles, so please wear your goggles. I'm not, which is really naughty of me. But it is resin, not glass, so...
Put your glasses on top of your head.
Oh yeah, put my glasses on, that's a good idea. Not those glasses, I can't see a thing. They're the wrong glasses, I can't see anything.
You can't see much out then.
Well, no, these ones have gone a bit cloudy. I've had a bit
frosted?
of a... They're frosted. Oops, don't at me.
Could you use a stencil and then go over the top?
Yeah, of course, yeah. That would probably be a lot easier, to be fair. But also, the other thing is, you could rub mica powders into these, which would be really good too. So, but look, you can see how... And it just works like that. So you change... Turn it off, Amanda, please. Thank you. So you change the bit depending on what you want. We've got a separate set of bits with all of these different sizes in it. So they're going to give you different effects. So you're getting all of those. But it will buff, it will polish, it will sand. So I am actually just going to change that part of it. And just so...
Keys there to the right.
That's what I need. So I'm just going to get that out.
I'm going to switch it off at the socket, Stephanie.
Yeah, okay, we're being good. So we just put a... Where's my chuck key gone there? My little Allen key. So your little Allen key goes in there until that moves like that. Then this here opens up that. So that comes out. Then you pick one of your, that's polishing, one that's a bit rougher. This one, I think, will go in there. Then you tighten this up. Let's tighten it up with my fingers first. And tighten that up, like that, and like that. And now, Amanda, could you turn it back on, please? Thank you, Ethan. And then we're just going to turn this on. There. And I'm just going to use it. So I'm just going to use it to polish any edges off. So you can polish it so that it's flat. So where was a little ridge on the side, you literally can polish that off. And it's that super easy. So guys, you've got all these lovely tools. Amanda, would you mind taking that whole thing away? So you've got all those lovely tools, guys, that actually work in here. Now, this does fit all the Dremel accessories that are available on the market. You can use any of those with it. And we've got it on a crazy price of $24.99. Now, I'm going to tell you that this will be going to Doncaster, whatever stock's left. And when we've finished at Doncaster, we will literally, that will be it. When we get this back in, it will be more expensive because the price of them has gone up. So the ones that we've got left, we're holding the price on. There's a few, but they will go up after Doncaster. Right, I'm going to give our Amanda this to take it out the way so I don't make an extra big mess with it. And I'm going to get us ready for us to be doing some of this. And, oh, we need the sweepy thing.
You've got it there, look, darling.
Oh, here. Right. If you didn't get one of these and you didn't see it in the last hour, please just look at this. Look at this. Guys, all that dust that I just made, which, by the way, you do get gloves, a glove and a what do you get? You get a glove and safety goggles. Look at this. All of this wax everywhere.
Ah, Davina, bless your cotton socks. She says, thank you so much for showing us that, Stephanie, and one's gone in a basket.
Oh, well, we showed it so that everybody, because that's a good question, you know. If you didn't ask us, it means, if you ask us, it means we've not done our job properly because we haven't shown you. But this, look at this. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with this little thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Shop Pink is the one Stephanie is currently using, $14.99. It just takes 2 little AA batteries, and it is small, but it's very mighty. And the ones that Stephanie's using at the moment are rechargeable batteries, so you don't even have to keep buying batteries. You just recharge them and pop it back in. And then Shop Blue, again, $14.99, so it's the colour choice. Who's in the lead, Sam? Because earlier on it was blue.
There's only one blue, one left.
Oh, my word. One blue, one is left. Blue is definitely the colour today. If you're wanting the colour, blue is the way to go. But Stephanie is using the pink. So there's one blue one. If somebody wants a blue one, you need to be popping it in your basket.
It's a fact. It's just.
Look at how
I mean,
easy.
this is wax, guys.
It is wax.
It's picking up.
How cool is that?
Oh, it even takes big bits. Oh, it's getting big bits. I thought it only did small bits.
You can hear it go inside when it gets it.
Oh, look at that. Look at how clean I am. That won't last, will it?
Absolutely not. This little Hoover, how cool is this?
I might start liking housework.
Just because you actually see, look at that. And, you know, this isn't just like a made-up demo. This is actually cleaning up Stephanie, is what she's just done.
I'm just cleaning up my mess.
That is pretty cool, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think... Switch it off. Look at all of that. And there's big bits in there.
Look, it's got all of that. Oh, it's got all of that. It's the mess I've made this morning.
I like how you went, ooh.
Yeah. Gotta get it up again now.
That noise is satisfying, isn't it? Blue's gone.
There you go, guys. That's all the stuff in it. I'm going to empty it in the bin now.
The blue is already in allocation, so the only one that is now available is the fabulous pink one, which is Stephanie is using now. And it's really easy to use because you're not even having to plug it in and charge it. It's literally 2 AA batteries that you pop in there, which is phenomenal, isn't it?
This would be
You're
good.
really enjoying that, aren't you?
I am. I'm just thinking one of these would be really good in the kitchen. Oh, and I've just realised it's got a filter in it. I bet you can get this out. You can.
Oh, this is going to be an Ethan thing.
Yeah, Ethan. How do you get the filter out? There'll be a way.
Do you want me to hold the camera while you dismantle the... Shall I do that?
It's got a filter, look. It's filtering all this. Here. Right, yeah. Ethan, can you get that filter out for us? My thumb's not very good today.
Every home needs an Ethan.
It does.
Bless him. He gets all the good jobs.
Right, okay. So, Amanda, we're going to need to go down the counter.
We are.
And explain to everybody what we've got in here. But can we let everyone see our... Maybe you just wash it.
I don't think you can put that underwater because it's got the electrics in it.
What, this?
No, this that he's doing.
Oh, brush it. I think you brush the filter.
Anyway, while Ethan's doing that, I'm just going to go down the counter over here and I'll be camera person and talkie person. So on here, we have got the new moulds. Wait until you see the effect that these moulds bring you. But they're not moulds as in your standard moulds. They're veining moulds, okay? So they apply shape and put in the detail.
Oh, can we come back, please?
Yeah,
because
I'm
the
coming.
filter's out.
It's sorted.
Right, so what do you do to get it out?
Just pull it straight up.
Oh, so you just pull it. You pull it up. Right, so then this little thing, look, all these little filters will wash.
Oh, so, there's glow-in-the-dark mica powder in there.
Yeah, so it will wash and then that's going to get perfectly cleaned. So it goes that way back in. Is that correct, Ethan? Oh, and there's a little arrow. There's a little bit that goes, that's what it is. That little bit there lines up with these bits. So that bit there and that bit there. This obviously spins. That lines up like that. Push that in. Oh, really easy. I was trying to twist it instead of pull straight. Oh, it pulls out really easily. Right, then this goes back on there. That's how you clean it. I definitely need this.
Only 3 pinks left.
How many?
Oh, 3. 3 pinks.
3 pinks, everybody.
3 pinks is left. That's it. And that is ridiculously easy, isn't it? So you don't even have to charge it.
And you can clean the filter.
And you can keep it clean as well. So while you're keeping your tools clean, they last, don't they? Which is incredible. That is a super cute little thing.
What should we call it? Let's give it a name.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. You guys, name them. What are they?
What's it called?
It's got to be mini something. Mini something, okay? Mini sweep. Got to be mini, because they really are mini, aren't they? Now imagine you're going to your craft event you're
Take it to the
crafting.
caravan.
Take it to the caravan. But maybe you're crafting at a craft event, or you're going to craft club, and you're the one that. Can you imagine everybody's face when you get your vacuum cleaner out and you clean your space like that? How cool is that going to be? That's a bit good.
I could get worriedly. I could get obsessed with cleaning.
Stephanie's getting worried. Bless. So, we'll go back. Are we going to the top of the counter first, or
Yeah.
do you want to show them your potion?
I show the potion, please.
But we need to show what's in this potion. So, this is using the wax. Okay, so in there is also the mica powder. So when Stephanie moves that, oh, look at that.
So that is the mica, but also in here is our regular wax.
Yes.
Our
Soy
soy
wax.
wax and also beeswax. Now, we've got pure beeswax. We've got that on the show. And you use different recipes telling you different amounts. Amanda and I have been experimenting with it, and I personally think that you need about 30% beeswax. What would you say?
It is a personal thing, okay? Stephanie likes using it like that. I like a little bit more beeswax to the soy wax because it's just how I liked it. It's your own consistency. And to be honest with you, play with your recipe, okay? Because different recipes are going to give you different finishes as well. So just play with your recipe. But your basic recipe to start off with is what Stephanie suggested. Putting in 30% beeswax to your soy wax, okay? And again, your soy wax is the white one, so you're getting a lovely soft white base to it, okay? And this is your candle wax, remember? And then also you get in a really lovely beeswax as well. So this is your bundle that we're bringing you today. So it's shop wax. It's our fabulous creative soy wax, which is just beautiful. Me and Stephanie have been saying our hands feel lovely because we've had our hands in this wax. And we've had don't they feel lovely and smooth?
Yeah.
It's been fantastic because we've got the beeswax in it as well. We've had a lovely time. Like we've got a secret crafty space now. There's me, Jane and Stephanie that we go, where are they? Don't tell anybody where we are. So this is the wax. So shop wax, $19.99 is going to get you both pieces, okay? You're going to get your soy wax and you're going to get your beeswax. Can I just ask, does anybody know the weight of the beeswax, please?
250 grams.
So 250 grams.
Approximately.
Other bar, a milligram of something. That's what you're going to get. So you're going to get a full bag of, let me find out the grammage in here. 500 grams of your soy wax and 250 of your beeswax. Now that's going to make you a substantial amount of these candles. So to actually do this, you're going to need your melting pot. Now, if some of you have already got your melting pot, amazing. But we're going to go
Melt it in a microwave if you haven't.
You can pop it in a microwave, yeah,
But
absolutely.
your melt pot is a good idea because it's easy to work.
And it's convenient. Because when you're melting with the wax, you don't ever want to boil it. You just literally want it to turn to liquid. As soon as it's turned to liquid, you turn it off. So this is your melt pot. You've got a lot more control with this than you have with a microwave, and we're already at limited stock on this, okay? So I'm going to be very quick. You get your melt pot. It's a UK only because it's a UK plug, so that is your cable. It's a non-stick inner. You've got your spout on here, and you do get your lid as well. In the back, this is where you're actually going to plug it in, which again, brilliant. But also within this, it's a full kit. You are going to get your little digital thermometer that you need when you're working with some of your soaps, because you can use it for your soap. You're going to get your silicone spatula. You're going to get your candle wick positioner. Now this is an absolute brilliant tool. If for nothing else, I'd get this. So you pop in the wick into the barrel of here, and if you've got a tall cylinder and you can't get your hands in there, you put your stickers that you're going to get on the bottom of the wick, place it in your wick positioner, and you can go into a thinner cylinder and actually get your wick right in the middle of where you want it to be. So you get your positioner. You do get your wicks, you get your stickers to position your wicks so they stay in place. And then you get these as well. Now your wick comes out the top, and it's so your wick stays stable while your wax is setting, okay? And you're going to get your mat as well. All of that together, shop melt, okay? Sam is laughing and she's writing on the board. I don't know what we're giggling at, but we'll come to that in a minute.
I'll tell you. Lorraine says Stephanie likes to boil it.
Stephanie does like to boil it. That's soap. I don't think the little Hoover would get that mess up, because you made a proper mess when you boiled the soap.
It would if you kept emptying the Hoover so it could refill, because it did make a mess.
It did, yes. I've still got to clean that. So let's go to the beginning, because this, I really do, it's quick, down the counter, because it's all about the demo with this. When you see how you work with it, and Stephanie just needs a little bit of time to get it going. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Really quick. We've got the moulds, shop bundle. This is what you're going to need, okay? Those are your veining moulds. So popping in the wax when you've done the technique gives you the shape of the flower, of the petal of the leaf. We've also popped in these little resin cups, because that what holds the shape and you work within here. And then we've got these cutters as well, which is a petal, okay? That's your first one, shop bundle. You've already seen shop wax. And then we've got another little bundle where you're getting 3 extra of these, so you can be working with multiples. No, 4 extra of these, so you can be working with multiples, okay? So that one is shop cup. Again, brilliant, $12.99. You're going to get your little spatulas, 4 of these. So I'm going to say, are they shop spatula? Shop plastic, $6.99.
They're not plastic, though.
They're not plastic. These are, they are, the spatulas are plastic.
Oh.
These ones. The ones further down aren't. So those, you're going to need those for actually cleaning out. That is brilliant for cleaning out your melting pot. This, even if you only get this for your crafting as usual, but also for when you're dog walking, because it stores flat. That's your water bowl. I think that's it's for your painting, anything. That is just brilliant. And also it's got the little hook on it so you can carry it around with you. Fantastic. And then if you only want a shallow bowl, you only pop it once. If you want the deep bowl, you pop it out all together. But
And it's a great little pouring jug.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like that. Fantastic. So that is that's shop bowl, $12.98. Absolutely fantastic. What's that one? And electronic lighter. Oh, it's a bundle. You get both of them. Oh, I didn't realise. I thought that was on its own. So you're also getting your lighter that goes with it. So these two, again, are your tools. These are little things that you need to pop into your basket that are going to make everything really super easy when you're working with your wax. We've got the scrapers. 4 scrapers, again, just amazing, and they're chamfered, so they really do get every little bit of something scraped off if you need it, okay? Then you saw the micas earlier. We've got 2 different lots of micas. We have got the micas are royal, and micas are royal and noble. So again, exactly as they were in the last hour, $24.99. There's 50 packets altogether if you go for all of them, but they're not duplicated. If you do get both of them, you're not going to find you've doubled up on your packets, okay, which is fantastic. So you get Shop Royal or Shop Noble. Those are your micas. And this is the mica that you've seen swirling around in the melting pot. We've got some different spatulas on here. Are these Shop Metal? Because the other one was Shop Plastic. They are palette knives. Or palette. Shop palette, maybe? No, we've got the metal ones.
We could come back to those.
We'll come back to those. Found them. We knew we would as soon as we put them down. Shop palette, $14.99. Now, again, these are, like really low stock. Like only a handful. Only a handful of those if you're wanting those, guys. And there are 5 different heads on these, okay? So, again, you get a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2 and a 1. what that depicts, I'm not sure. 1 smallest, 5's largest, I'm going to go with. You're also going to get your empty, on here, your empty tea lights. So you're going to be able to make your own little candles. And I think these are super cute to be able to do this. And you'll see why in a minute, because this is what you're going to need for your roses. Okay, so this one is shop light. It just took a second to go from there to there. Shop light, $4.99 for 12 pieces. Absolutely brilliant. And then, of course, you've got your melting pot, which is limited stock. So shop melt, $59.99. But remember, you get all of this within that melting pot, which is incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Now, rather than me keep waffling on, you need to see this in action, how it works and what happens, because you at home are going to be creating this. I think Diane has just switched the TV off.
I didn't touch it, I promise I didn't touch it.
Right, so Ethan, come and let's show everybody what you do. So I've melted my wax. I've turned off my melt pot so I don't boil it. And I've just put a little bit of it in this cup because I haven't got the collapsible one. I don't know what I've done with that. So I'm just going to pour some of this out. And I'm going to pour it quite thick. So we'll just pour this like this. Okay, that'll be enough for what we want. Right, while that's setting, I've got all my little petals here and I've got these. These little things are absolutely genius. Yep. They are just brilliant. Right, so when you've made them, we're going to put them in tea lights. Oh, this one's lucky, but let me show you this one. So you're going to put them in a tea light because that then means you can burn it. I don't think I can get that one out now because it was made in it. So it goes in there and that becomes your tea light, and the candle will burn down and the wax will go in there. But to make it, we're going to start off making it in these little cups because these are super clever the way that it works. Now, I've only been doing this for a couple of hours, and I think you'd need a day to get really, really good at it. But if you buy handmade flower candles, they are about £40 each. I've looked at them. I thought, because I wanted to buy one, I saw one, thought, oh, that's really nice. I'd quite like to buy that. Looked at the price and thought, you're kidding me. I'm not spending that. So what I did was I then looked at, I'm just mixing back the mica. I then looked at how we could make them and found it's a proper thing. So we need to make them. So, right, so this one is nearly ready. So as soon as it starts to starts to go opaque, it's ready. What you then do, you start off with the smallest ones of these, and I'm going to need a wick. So,
here, you've already put one out, look.
Oh, so
you were more organised than you thought.
Yeah, I was. So you start off with one of the little ones, and you're just going to cut one like that. And then what you do, you use your fingers because remember it's hardly warm. And we're going to wrap it round the wick like that. Okay, that's the first one. Oops, dropped it. Then I'm going to get another one. Make sure your wax is thick enough. That's the first bit. And you wrap that round like that. So now you can see that I've wrapped that much round. Then I'm going to get another one. Here. If it starts to go hot, it starts to cool, put it in the palm of your hand and just use your fingers to get it a bit warmer. And just sort of get it like that. And then...
It's like working with sugar paste, isn't it?
It is. And then what I do, trim off the bottom because we don't want that pointy bit. And now I'm going to put it up there. Okay. Right, now at that point, you've got to start manipulating the wax and you can in danger of it breaking. So a little tip, you take it and you dip it back in the pot. And remember, I've turned this off, but it's warm enough, if I just let you see, to actually mould that wax there. So now I'm going to go to the second size, get one. Just going to trim off the bottom there. And now I'm going to take, oh, and by the way, everybody, this goes straight back in the pot. No waste at all. So then this one comes onto your veining mould, because now we're getting a little bit further into the thing. And I'm going to show you with some things that go wrong and how to put them right. But look at that petal now. I don't do it on the very small ones because it's almost like you can't really see them. So now what you do, you get it like that. What?
I don't know if it's windproof.
Oh, it's not windproof. It's not windproof, this. But if your wax is starting to go off, what you do, you just melt the edges of your flower like that. So look, there's the start of my flat little flower, okay? Then the next one, right, this one's just about to pop that in there. I think I might get one more out of this. Oh, and while I'm waiting, let me get some more wax. So what I do, put it in a tub and let that cool a little bit, and then get this. Now this one felt harder, so it might be that it's not warm enough. So I'm just going to warm it because it's cooled down. Get you back in the pot. I love that there's no waste at all. So back in the pot, get the shape there, then pop this on here. Nice. So then, trim off the bottom, put this round there.
That's beautiful.
So there you go. So then, I'm just going to pinch the top of the petal like that. And then, because I find this is the easiest way, just literally dip it and hold it for a second. Right, if you get any little cracks, like I've got a tiny crack on the edge there, you can just go in with the flame and get rid of the crack. It's so easy to do. Right, so that there. Right, glasses. So now we're going to do the next one, and I'm going to put a little bit more wax out. So about that much. I let that start to go off, then do my next one. So I'm keeping it going all the time. This is what happens when you get the leaves and you do the leaves and you get those. Now, this leaf is quite big. I would want it quite a bit smaller than that. So I would get my craft knife.
Question.
Yeah.
Our lovely customers
Yeah.
are very savvy. Yes, you can. In answer to the question, I don't know whose question it is.
Could you use real flowers?
No. From Lisa. She says, can you use it with your soap? Yes, you can.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's how we came about it to start with, was using it with soap. Right. So look at how I'm making this one smaller, because Amanda made the leaf and it was quite big and I'd like it smaller. And then I go round.
And it's the same technique. You just warm the soap up.
Like that. Look at this. How good is that? Right, then I've got a few little bits of loose wax on there. Just get yourself a brush and some mica powder. And I've got a little bit of pink on here already. And look at that.
Oh, nice.
Look at what it does.
They're stunning.
Right, so now if I get this one that I've made and my mica, and I just... Amanda, could you get me some gold, please?
I can. Are these the ones that we can use? No, I'll go. Or are you going? Do you know where they are? Sam's fetching them because she already knows where they are.
I'm just going to get a little bit of gold to dust on top of that and you'll see it.
Aren't they
Right,
stunning?
this is ready now. So I'm on, which size am I on? This one. So there and there. So then you might find using a little spatula is easier. In fact, the plastic ones we've got are brilliant for this. So just going to lift that up. Right, now I'm going to I'll do this one and then I'll show you a couple of things that go wrong and how to put them right. So that one goes on there like that. Okay, gets it out. Look at that. Okay, now I'm just going to show you this. So
you can use them with your fondant icing and everything as well, guys. Could you not? Yes, you can,
yes,
can't
you
you?
can. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you're cake making and things like that, these veining moulds are beautiful. They really are. And it takes all the hassle out of having to put all the shape in and also the veining into anything, because you can imagine having to carve it all out.
Right, now I'm shaping this with my fingers as I'm doing it, and I'm shaping that over, and now I'm going to use these little pots. So can you see how I've put that over the pot, that petal, ready to start to do things, this one. But look at the difference between that one and that one. And if I put the mica on this one, just so that it's a fair comparison. So put it on there and look at the one that's veined. The veining makes a massive difference. So into here, into there. Now we'll go in with the mica. That's better.
You're not using a lot of pressure either, are you?
No,
Stephanie,
I'm being quite gentle. So that's one. There's another. So you start to make yourself a whole little set of them. Just checking that this is all sealed nicely, look, round here. So, but I'm just going to get my stem so that that's straight, because otherwise my rose would have been a little bit wonky. So if I pull that out a bit, I'm going to trim that to make it...
We do have another question. Now,
straight there.
If you've been watching David do his candles, you've seen us using these micas with lots of different things, okay? And you've seen us use them in the bigger candle moulds. We've had a lovely question from somebody that says, is it just for decoration purposes or can we still burn the candle?
You can still burn it.
You can still burn your candle with the mica.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to be fair, it's the tiniest amount that you are using. So what I'm doing, I'm taking my petal, you just trim off the bottom. I'm just going to use my fingers and some warmth to just shape that a little bit. Then that petal is going into my wax, 10 seconds, and then comes here and goes round my flower like that. Okay. So you can see there. Right, just going to dip it in there. Now I'm just going to pop this in here for a second while I just brush the top of this, and you'll see what a difference this gold makes. Honestly, guys, this is just so effective and so addictive too. Now, I'm going to show you a few things that can go wrong, because as you work, all you're going to do, see the one that I moulded and shaped first, it looks so much nicer than that one that's flat, doesn't it? And the flat one's got a little crack in it there. If you get little cracks, this is what you do. You go in, just warm that wax, let it melt back a little bit if need be, until it actually, and I'm just going to shape that one as well, because I'm not happy with it. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to shape it. There, look at that. Right, so we're going to carry on building. So what we do is we literally make all of our petals, but I need to show you a few things that can go wrong and how to put them right. So first of all of this spare wax goes back in the pot, just like that. Okay, so you get rid of all of it, it all goes in the pot. You don't waste any of it at all. Not even a single bit of it. So I'll just pull that up to there. Right, in my little cup, my mica will start to settle, but don't worry about that. When you pour this out, you need to pour it so that it's quite thick. You don't want, especially when you're first starting out, you don't want it too thin. So if you let it go a little bit off, you'll see, look how domed that is now. And look, so I've made a little dome of it round the sides, and you can keep on pouring into that. And look how high I've got now. That is what happens when the wax is just starting to cool. So if you cannot get it thick enough, your wax is too hot. Oops, pop the bubble. Right, then when you want to work with it, you need your wax to start to go clear on top. Once that starts to go clear and it's working, that's fine. If it isn't clear, when you put this in, that'll go in and it won't actually give you an impression. That wax is too thick to work with. So I'm just going to roll up what I've got here, and we're going to put that back into our mould.
I just need to give everybody a little bit of an update. What's this one? This is Shop
Light.
Shop Light, your tea lights. Now in here, they're not just your tea lights, you're getting your little wicks as well for your tea lights to actually make your tea lights. That's all added, it's sold out. It's sold out, it's gone. So they're all in allocation. So well done everybody that's got those.
Sam,
Thank
have we
you.
not got any more in the warehouse?
No, we are popping in and having a look.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll try and get those back in stock.
As soon as
I think
we
we
can.
might be able to get them back in stock for you. Right, I'm just going to get rid of some of the wax that's in the bottom of here, because I'm going to now show you a couple of other things that go wrong. Right, so this wax is still hot enough for me to do my pouring. So I've got some of it in here, and I'll show you the thickness I want to pour. So start to pour, that's perfect thickness. So instead of me doing it and pouring it in one spot, I'm spreading it round. So you can see me spreading that all around like that. Okay, so that's that bit. This little leaf that we've cut from this one, look at the difference and how beautiful that leaf looks. If you've got a piece of wax like this and it's too flat and you want to shape it, again, you're going to take a naked flame and you're just going to warm it. And you don't warm it in one spot. I'm warming it across the back of it like this, right? And that will just allow you to, it's not warmed enough. Okay, so you need to put it against something that's warm. I'm just going to put it against.
Do you want me to hold it?
The milk pot will just give me a head start. So because there we go, you just need to literally hold it and warm it, and it will start to let you make it move it. But the thicker the wax and the longer it's been poured, the harder it is to do that. So this isn't quite ready. You can see, look, it'll starting to lift off the mat, but that isn't quite ready for me to work with. And what will happen is, I'm just going to let it go a bit further.
We've just had a question, Stephanie, about the last show with the resin moulds.
Yep.
Filling the pens. No, we didn't actually pour the pens in the show, my lovely, because the resin obviously takes a bit of curing, so we'd already done that. But it's really super simple. If you've got the resin, all you need to do on that pen mould, if you look inside the mould, you put the tip of the pen, the insert, the ballpoint, has got a little bubble on the end of it. That goes in one end, and then inside the mould, there's like a little tube that sticks out, okay? That then goes in the other end of your refill, and it suspends the actual ballpoint, the refill, in the middle of the mould. And then all you do, because it's suspended there, you then mix your resin. The resin we've had on is 1 part, 1 part. Couldn't be any easier. 10 ml of one, 10 ml of the other. 50 ml of one, 50 ml of part A, 50 ml of part B. It's so easy to mix. Mix it together. Don't worry about the bubbles it creates because it degasses itself, okay? So all the bubbles will disperse, and then you literally pour it into the pen to the level, okay? It is so, so easy to use. And yes, the pens all did sell out, and Stephanie's, apparently you are going to be bringing some of those back as soon as we can.
Yeah, but it's going to be about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks to get it back. So there wasn't an actual demo as such. We just showed you actually put in the refill, how you put it in to start it off.
Right. Because we were talking, that me showing that going wrong wouldn't work because we've got this. So I've put that one in my mould. I've now put it round to shape it because as they get bigger, you want to be able to work with it more easily. So this is my little tip. Don't dip it yet. Let that petal get its shape. So make it by going round like that, and then you put it in this little bowl so it starts to shape. Right, I can show you one thing that would go wrong with this. So there's one of these. So this one, it's perfect in terms of the actual temperature of the mould. If you put it in and you just line up your mould and you press really hard, too hard, it will split it. See if it never does it when you want it to, does it? It sometimes splits it. It didn't split. I'm just going to make the top of that petal perfect. Blinking thing. Won't go wrong.
Every time.
Went wrong like yesterday, didn't you? Enough times. So I'm putting on a little bit of my mica.
Are you all right there, Ethan, or do you want a chair, Doc?
Do you want a chair? He's proposing again.
He's on his knees.
So that one just goes inside the cup. So can you see how I'm building up my set of things?
Those cups really do make a difference, don't
Oh,
they?
they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Come on. Let's get you back in there. I love that. In you go. So, here. Right, we're getting asked some questions.
We are. A lovely Elaine. Would an iron or a heat gun help to add some heat to reshape the petals?
I would say
heat gun.
Heat gun, but put them on this
Yes.
first. That would do it. Yeah, you could do it with a heat gun. That might be a little bit thick, that wax. Honestly, guys, I've become obsessed by this. I've been talking about it for about 2 weeks, haven't I?
And
because right now this wax is cooling down too much, so I need my pot back on because I can't get it thin enough. You want it about 2 millimeters thick. Right, I'm going to try and do it wrong. Might do it. Right, yeah, it's going to do it. It'll do it. So, look, it splits it. If that happens, you just take the mould, wipe it all off, like this, but it does split it. Now, having said that, once you get practiced at doing this, you can get your petals really, really thin. But I'm not practiced enough to get all of them this thin, but I'm just going to show you what they look like when they are. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that petal is. That's just gorgeous. Look at it. It's just stunning. Right, so we'll go back to this one. So basically, you just don't press as hard. That wax isn't quite cool enough. You can see, can't you? It's not quite cool enough. This will be warm enough now, just that little bit of extra temperature. I'm just going to make a couple more petals while our lovely Amanda reminds you what we've got. And then I'm going to show you how to just finish off the last bit of it.
So these are the beautiful veining moulds, okay? It's not your normal mould as in you pour into something and then demould it. These are stunning. So they'll work with all of your different mediums as in your soap and your wax, but also your chocolate and your fondant. Is that the right word?
Yes, yes.
Your fondant as well. So all you cake makers out there, this is again fantastic for all of you. So this is the set that you're going to get for Shop Bundle, $39.99. You've got a lovely long leaf, a beautiful petal. Again, all of these are stunning. But look, if you were to try and get that kind of veining and carve it in yourself, you'd be there forever. So you're getting all 4 of those. You're getting a top and a bottom. You're getting the set of the petals, which are your little cutters, and you're getting one of your little pops, okay? However, the more you make of these, the more you're going to want to make because it'll be very addictive. A lovely little boy's waving at us through the window. Hello. He's adorable, absolutely adorable. So we've got another bundle, okay? So we've got 4 of those little cups. So the little cups are Shop Cup, would you believe, $12.99. And they've got this little divot on here. They're really nice to hold. And you know, if you want to even pour, because the silicone, give it a squeeze and it comes to a really nice point. You've got a lot. And when you're pouring, you know, rather than going like this, to control the flow, just squeeze it. Okay, that's all you need to do is squeeze and release. That will control the flow for you. Then, of course, when you're making these, you're going to need your wax. We've got a fabulous Shop Wax bundle. You're going to get your creative wax. Okay, you're getting a whole soy wax, which is 500. Yes, 500 grams, and you're going to get 250 of your beeswax, because to do this you need a blended ratio, you need a recipe, okay? Now, the basic recipe is whatever you put in of your soy wax, you need about 30% of your beeswax. You might want to find that you want to put a bit more in, or you might want to put, it's entirely up to you. Just play with the ratio, how you like to work with it. It's like when you're doing your cooking and things, just play with the mixture. Okay, so that's Shop Wax. Again, they're all flying. Thank you, everybody. You're doing amazing this
Amanda,
morning.
can I just quickly show them this next
let's go back
bit,
because
we're
this
going to
is
run
the
out
bit
of
you need
time.
to see.
So what I've done is I've got my 4 petals, you 4 or 5, whatever you want, in my little plastic cup. That's really important. Then you take some of your wax, and now this time it wants to be hot, so you need it to have heated. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of it in the bottom there. Then I'm going to put my flour in here. So like this. Can you see? I'm just pushing that in and already it's set. And then I'm just going to pour down, gently, down the sides of the petals. Just pour into the bottom a little bit. Just pour a little bit in. So it's holding your flour together like that. That's going to take a couple of minutes for it to cool enough. And we'll see if I can just, I'm not giving this the time it needs, but I'm just going to try and get it out so I can show you before the show's over. And come on.
But we've done this. You've made a whole flour, shown mistakes and all the rest of it within an hour. Okay, when you get...
well, basically, it comes out like that. And then it sits in your tea light like that. And you just top up your tea light like that. And that is your little flower. This one. Are you done yet? You're almost done, aren't you? Come on. Please be cool. 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 Please be cool.
We've got 40 seconds, Stephanie.
It's just not quite cool enough.
But can you see how quick you can... So when you actually get practiced and you've got your technique down, how quick you can be making these flowers. And as we've said,
And they're beautiful
they
presents.
really are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's done it. It's done it.
It's done it.
It's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, nearly.
Just about. Right. Oh, now I haven't got. What's it to put it in? Yes, I have. Right. Shove it in. Not quite, but nearly.
Look
there.
at that.
But look, that's what you do. And then
snip your wick. Ta-da!
Snip your wick. And then.
Oh, now look at that. We've got to say goodbye, everybody, because our lovely, stay with us, because we've got one more hour. We've got the fabulous Simon and Piranha in next. And you do want to stay with us because he's got a brilliant fan.
Oh, he has, yeah.
Okay? Please stay
Oh,
tuned.
look, I'm so happy.
Not to be missed. Isn't that just beautiful? Bye, everybody. Wave bye, Stephanie.
Bye.
Bye.